What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Okay, nice little green Monday to start the week. Guys, we love Mondays on the channel. You know it. You love it. You love to hear it. It's a great day to have a great day, guys. Let's get into it. Hit the like and subscribe on your way in, my friends. Looking across the market, Cookie Plume and Zebec having fantastic days today. Is Monday a liar? We're going to find out, guys. Are we going to see a green Monday followed by a red week, or is Bitcoin going to have the close that we've been waiting for? We got some Zebec stuff to get into. We got some Jasmy stuff to get into. You're going to want to be here for every little bit of it, my friends. Okay, so looking across the space, a couple DCA opportunities out there. You can still continue to stuff your bags if that's what you want to do. World Liberty Financial having a correction after a nice run yesterday. Veracity, GFAL, a little bit of a correction. Quant's a good pickup at $99, my friends. Does not get better than that. Not financial advice, but, you know, it's a good opportunity. B3 is looking juicy. What else do we got? Let's go a little bit broader. Top 100. What do we got? MYX Finance, guys. I have a video coming out later today covering that project, why it's pumping, what it is, and so much more. You're not going to want to miss it, guys. Up 210% on the day. Pangu's up. WorldCoin up 43.5%. Pretty crazy. Hex is having a pump. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Fartcoin. Good old Fartcoin. All right, so let's go have a look over at the Bitcoin chart. What do we got? What do you say? What do you know? What's going to happen next in the charts, my friends? We're going to find out. So Bitcoin has fallen back below this resistance level here. We broke above it earlier today, up to $112,945. We have since fallen back below. What we need to see in a worst case scenario is we need to see Bitcoin close above the 100-day moving average, which is sitting at $111,957 right now. We need to see a close above that, in my opinion, worst case scenario. Best case, well, not best case, but medium case scenario, whatever. We want to get back above $112,536, this resistance level, and we want to close there, putting in a higher high than this one right here. So that's what you need to see there. We'll just move it over. We need to put in a higher high over there than this level. So that's what we're watching. I'd like to see us come up, test the 30-day SMA up here as resistance and close above. Do I think that's going to happen today? I don't. I really don't. I think we're going to close below this blue line once again, my friends. We're just kind of chopping sideways for the last, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last week. We've been chopping sideways in this range. There's a lot of liquidity here, guys. High liquidity zone right here. Look at this. Look at this zone. A lot of liquidity in there. We just are getting stuck in there, right? And hey, that's fine. I would much rather consolidate in this range here then fall back down below and retest 108,200. Unless you're looking for a DCA opportunity, let's just consolidate here. Let's close above the 100-day moving average today and work our way past resistance at 112,000. We keep chipping away at that sell wall, we will break through eventually. Had a cough there, sorry guys. So that's what we're watching on the Bitcoin charts. I wanted to go and have a look at the Zebec chart. A lot of people have been asking me to do more charting on my videos. So let's go look at the Zebec chart, one of our favorites here on the channel. So we met resistance here at 20424, rejected off. I did a video this morning. We do a video every day on the Patreon, morning market overview, which gives you preparation for the day, what we'll be looking at, what the day is going to look like, and what our projections are. And I did say in that video this morning that we were likely going to reject off resistance here and come back down just a little bit, and that's fine. This has been a significant level of resistance. Right here we rejected off of it. Right here we rejected off. It was support here. It was resistance all through here, here, all through here. So it's a high traffic zone, essentially, right? So we rejected off, which is fine. Maybe we make another run at it tomorrow or the next day, depending. If Bitcoin can close above the 100-day moving average, well, I mean, then it looks like, you know, altcoins could continue. But you know what? Let's actually go have a look at some of our other projections while we're at it here. While we're talking about it, we're going to look at the Bitcoin dominance. So Russell's looking good, making another leg up today, inching and squinching its way up towards the previous cycle's all-time high. Once we break above that, It is open season on alt season. Let's go have a look at the Bitcoin dominance. All right, so Bitcoin dominance just bouncing off support here. It made another leg down today, as you can see. Drop back down. Hopefully it's not trying to build a support level here. Looks like it's trying to build a significant level right here at 58.34%. But anyway, we got a collapse below this support level here, 57.93%. Once that happens, guys, we saw the Russell, how close the Russell was to breaking up past the previous cycle's all-time high. We're watching Bitcoin dominance work its way back down to retest support again. Can we collapse below there? We're inching and squinching our way there. Looking at the total 2. It's just starting to break out of this bull pennant right now on the total 2. Got a breakout, snap above these 2 resistance levels. Previous cycle highs, as you can see, way, way, way back. I'm not going to go all the way back, but way, way back, right? So everything's looking good here. Total 2 is looking like it's almost ready to go. Total 3 as well, which is all of the altcoins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we've broken above resistance again here. As you can see, the significance of that line is it is the previous cycle high for the total 3, right, in 2021. We broke above it, but we could not sustain a move above it, right? We have officially broken back above it again here today. We're at 1.08 trillion again and climbing. Can we skyrocket from here is the question. I would think yes, we can. Maybe have a move up. Maybe have a little bit of a move up, come back down, retest. Flip this resistance into support and then head off to the moon, right? So everything is so close, you guys. You have no idea how close we are. All charts are pointing to everything primed and ready to go. We just need that little push. We just need that little push. That's all we're waiting for, right? That's all we're waiting for. All right, moving on. Let's go look at Jasmy, and then we'll have a look over at Zebec here. Quick shout out to the channel sponsor, my friends, Decent biometric wallet. Not your keys, not your coins. You can swap, take profits, and even get stake and get APY on your Decent wallet. Use our link down below. Get yourself a 2-for-1 deal on the biometric wallet today. All right, Jasmy. Jasmy to $1. Let's have a look. What are we talking about here? Had to cough again. Jasmy to regain $1. Why Japan's Bitcoin is a dark horse for 2030. What is Jasmy, also known as Japan's Bitcoin? Discover the ex-Sony project's plan, because the founders are former Sony executives, right? For a data democracy, its tech, price history, risks, and 2030 forecast. In a world run by few tech giants hoarding our data, a Tokyo company named Jasmy is trying to start a revolution. They call it data democracy. And their goal is to put you back in charge of your own digital life. The whole system is built on 2 core ideas: the personal data locker and the SKC, or the secure knowledge communicator. These tools are designed to flip the data economy on its head and do a spin-a-rooney like Booker T. If you know, you know. The full thing runs on a clever 2-blockchain system for serious business stuff. It uses the private and powerful Hyperledger fabric for its currency. Jasmy coin uses the public Ethereum blockchain. The team knew that cramming endless data from smart devices into a blockchain would be a disaster. So they plugged in the interplay file system, the IPFS. This system spreads data across a network of computers, so there's no central weak spot for hackers to target. No single point of failure. The personal data locker is exactly what it sounds like: a digital safe that only you control. When one of your smart devices creates data, the information gets stored on the IPFS. So basically, my Fitbit, for example, right? Everywhere I go, it's logging data. everything I'm doing, every step I take, my heart rate, all that kind of stuff. And guess what? All that information can be uploaded to my personal data locker, right? Maybe some company wants to know, health statistics for people, men in my age group, or whatever the case might be. So they pay for that data. You get the idea, right? You go to a restaurant, right? Your phone is collecting data. It's letting them know because your phone listens to you, right? What restaurant you're eating at, what food did you eat? All that kind of stuff can be stored in your personal data locker. Companies purchase this information because they need to target their demographic. They use it for marketing purposes, right? Right now they're purchasing it from Google and Amazon and Facebook and all that other stuff, right? You want them to purchase it from you, not from Google, right? The blockchain then gets unique digital fingerprints called content identifier, the CID, that points to your data. This setup uses a blockchain to provide your data to prove your data is untouched without getting bogged down. So it proves that your data has not been altered or falsified in any way, shape, or form. And if a single byte of your data is changed, the fingerprint won't match and the alarm bells go off. Standing guard at the door of this digital safe is the SKC, or the Secure Knowledge Communicator. After you prove who you are once, the SKC handles everything else, from letting companies see your data to kicking them out. They're the bouncer at the door. When a business wants your information, the rules you set are backed onto a smart contract. So you own a nightclub, and your bouncer at the door is enforcing your rules, essentially. Who gets the data, who gets to come in and see your data, and who does not, right? This automates the process, making sure no one gets to peek without your crystal clear approval. The final piece of this security puzzle is the SG, or the Smart Guardian. It connects your real-world smart device to your verified identity online, a process they call Know Your Machine, or KYM. This step blocks any random unauthorized devices from even connecting. The PDL, SKC, and SG work together to create a system where you create, protect, and even sell your own data, getting paid in Jasmy coin for your trouble. Jasmy street cred comes directly from the founding team, a handful of heavy hitters who used to run things at Sony. You've got Ando, Sato, and Murata, and also Hara as well, right? Who is the creator of Junction, right? CEO of Junction. Anyway, so that's your team, former Sony executives, right? These people helped make Jasmy a household name. You have to understand that, or not Jasmy, sorry, helped Sony become a household name for decades. And now they have created this project, right? People who call Jasmy a scam need to think about this thoroughly for a moment. You can tell they don't do any research, because people like Ando and Sato did not spend decades making Sony a household name only to create a crypto coin and rug pull everyone later. That's the stupidest accusation I've ever heard in my life. Yes, I built my entire life, my entire legacy. I'm going to destroy all of it by creating a crypto coin to rug after, sharing a stage with the likes of Steve Jobs. It doesn't make any sense, right? So, but I mean, fudders generally don't make any sense because they don't do any research. So you can see the team's influence in Jasmy's big picture plan, which focuses on quality and trust hallmarks of Japanese manufacturing. Their old Sony contacts lists have helped them land partnerships with massive companies like Panasonic, Toyota, and Vios, giving the project a level of legitimacy most crypto startups can only dream of. There's only 50 billion max supply. We already know most about the supply. So most of the supply is already in circulation, like 99.8%, I believe, is in circulation already of Jasmy tokens. So we don't really need to spend too much time on that. The wild ride from $4.99, I'll sum that up as well. So basically what had happened was that they released the tokens into circulation pretty much all at once, essentially the bulk supply anyways. which dropped the price from $4.99 all the way down to essentially a fraction of a penny, right? So people who were not paying attention to the investment that they made and what moves the company they were investing in was making ended up losing money because the value of their project went from $4.99 to a fraction of a penny. They were angry. Well, you only have yourself to be angry at because, to be fair, Jasmy as a company did notify everyone that they were going to be releasing the tokens into circulation well before they did. So you had an opportunity to get out and then get back in, but you chose to set it and forget it and not pay attention to your investments, and you lost money as a result. That's why this strategy doesn't work. You have to be paying attention. You cannot be lazy and think you're going to become a millionaire, right? Is it really Japan's Bitcoin? People often call Jasmy Japan's Bitcoin, a nickname that's one part marketing, one part national pride. It sticks because the company is based in Tokyo and was founded by Sony legends, which make it a standout. So what gives the name some weight is that Jasmy Coin was one of the first crypto projects to get the green light from the Japanese tough financial regulators. So Jasmy is actually the only legally regulated crypto project in Japan, which is why I say it is also likely to be one of the first crypto projects to get a spot ETF in Japan, in my opinion, moving forward. So yes, very, very good. Very, very good. So Jasmy's 2025-2026 AI plan. Jasmy's going all in on building its platform over the next couple of years. The centerpiece of its 2025-2026 plan is an AI-driven layer 2 called Junction. So here's the plan. First, they're launching a developer program in the spring of 2025. We already saw that take place to get more coders building on the network, hoping to attract 7,000 nodes. We've already covered the roadmap, so I'm not going to go over that part of it again. We've talked about it plenty of times. They're now in the phase where they are actually launching the test net for Jasmy chain itself. So the big risks, what could go wrong? For all its big plans, Jasmy is facing a difficult climb. The whole project's future relies on pulling off a very complicated tech roadmap while trying to manage a tidal wave of data from millions of smart devices. The competition is brutal. There are plenty of other projects in both blockchain and the Internet of Things fighting for the same turf. And people wonder why it takes so long. This isn't just, you can't just snap your fingers and develop this kind of technology, right? Getting people and companies to ditch their current data systems for something new is a massive challenge. The company has also been criticized for not being more open. Some investors feel like the top executives are too quiet and haven't clearly explained how the token will be used. Now, personally, I have been following Jasmy for over 3 years now on the channel, and I can tell you this, that is a load of malarkey. Hara is one of the busiest CEOs in the crypto space. The man does more AMAs and meet and greets and conferences and seminars on an annual basis than any other CEO in crypto, in my opinion, right? The people who are complaining that Jasmy is not clear about their plan and stuff like that are people who are only kind of jumping in and out and not really paying much attention. I have literally seen Hara do AMAs, and within a week, people are saying, well, what about this? Why don't they ever say anything about this? And this that they're talking about, Hara literally just explained in his AMA that he just did, right? People don't watch them. They don't pay attention. They want basically, if Hara's not personally DMing them and giving them the breakdown in Cliff Notes so that they know what's going on, then it's not good enough for them, right? They don't want to have to go do the work and do the research and pay attention to what's going on. Too many lazy people in crypto, my friends. Far too many lazy people in crypto. So Jasmy coin in 2030, the bull and the bear market. Sorry, the bull and the bear, not market. Ask 10 analysts where Jasmy will be in 2030. You'll get 10 different answers. It's a high risk, high reward bet. Most agree that if the company delivers on its promises and the data economy keeps growing, the future looks bright. The predictions are all over the place. The biggest bulls see Jasmy at $1 to $3 if it becomes a leader in data management. More measured forecasts put the price somewhere between 9.5 cents to 32 cents. The most cautious analysts think the price is only going to reach 1 cent 8 to 7 cents. It's already over 1 cent 8. Well, I mean, it already was over 1 cent. I think it's like 1 cent 5 right now or something. So these guesses all depend on a few big ifs. If the number of smart devices explodes, if selling personal data becomes mainstream, if Jasmy keeps signing big partners, and if governments don't crack down on crypto, which we know that they're not. With a fixed supply of 50 billion tokens, the coin's value won't come from scarcity. Yes, it actually will, because they haven't covered the potential PDL or TVL, total value locked in an ecosystem where we saw Cardano go from about 3 cents to about $2.85, achieving about an 83% TVL in the 2021 cycle. So it can be done. It has been done. It's not a long shot. So there you go, my friends. That is the latest and greatest on Jasmy. I have a little clip here for Zebec. I promised you a little bit of Zebec coverage, and I didn't clickbait you. I got you covered. Putting it to rest, JP Morgan will more than likely integrate Zebec via payroll and payment infrastructure. Check it out.
Kyle, welcome to Zebec's Future Money series, our newest content series aimed at bringing together thought leaders in the blockchain, AI, and payment space.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so for all of our listeners, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm currently a corp dev, market expansion, real estate professional at JPMC. I work closely with some of our newer markets and just like expanding our footprint. Previously, I've also covered financial services and fintech at a hedge fund, and I have a passion for the payment space.
Great. Let's get right into it then. So as you've seen in the market recently, there's been a lot of talk around digital assets and blockchain and payments. How do you see the application of digital assets and blockchain affecting the payments industry?
I think the payments industry has transformed a lot over the past couple of years, but I think there's still a long way to go. There are some issues that still persist today, such as slow transfer speeds, high fees, lack of global remittance products, settlement times, and more. I think blockchain can eliminate these issues by using digital assets, using stablecoins as a payments rail, which I know Zebec does. Is a great way to eliminate some of these issues. And I think they can deliver payments at high speeds and lower costs while maintaining integrity and security.
Yeah, that's a great point.
JPMC, shout out to Zebec recognizing what they do. My friends, we have been absolutely knocking it out of the park in our trading group. We have been crushing it, guys. If you're interested in getting into trading, swing trading, whatever it is, guys, jump over to our trading group. We've been crushing it, like I said. Market is down, market is red, market is boring. Guess what? We have been printing money over there, my friends. Check it out today. We also do one-on-one coaching calls, group coaching calls. We're live every day, educational content, technical analysis training. We're also creating a series of training series, technical analysis training courses, how to do proper research courses, and so much more. You get all of that free as a Patreon member, my friends. So check it out today. The link is in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. God bless.